We did call 30 minutes ago. That we've been waiting for over 30 minutes for them to come.
They called 911 for help time after time after time. So why did it take deputies more than a half hour to show up at a daycare center full of children? The Contact 5 investigators have been uncovering 911 dispatcher problems.
Tonight, they're learning new details about a recent high-profile case that has parents concerned. Contact 5 investigator Dan Krauth tracked down new records to learn what actually happened.
What'd you find, Dan?
The Sheriff's Department's own records called it a potentially violent situation at this Boynton Beach daycare center. The newly released records also show why deputies didn't show up right away, even though they were just a few miles away.
911 emergency.
A man walked into this daycare.
This guy's trying to get in every door.
God told him he's here to take the children.
We're going to get somebody right there, okay?
But they didn't.
I mean, that's enough to scare me.
We know how it ended, peacefully. The children, including Melissa Kaplan's son, are all right.
They're like, everything's okay now. But it's not okay.
But the Contact 5 investigators went back to the beginning to uncover what really happened.
How long did it take for the police to show up?
It took the police 40 minutes to get there.
We asked the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office why it took 40 minutes to get there this morning. They told us it was shift change.
Why were parents led to believe that this was a shift change problem when it really comes down to a dispatch problem?
I don't think it was a, so to speak, dispatch problem. I think it was a lack of communications.
It took call
911, police or paramedics.
after call
911 emergency.
for deputies to show up.
We did call 30 minutes ago. That we've been waiting for over 30 minutes for them to come.
I was just shaking. I was just so afraid that something bad had happened.
We talked to 911 communications manager Robin Schmidt about the delayed response.
Why wasn't it dispatched right away? You said it was being monitored.
It was not, the subject was not armed.
Well, you didn't think he was armed. He could have been armed.
Well, he had a cup of coffee.
We know that now. But
No,
at the time,
at
he
the
could have been armed. He said
At the
God
time,
sent
we
him
knew
there.
it was a cup of coffee.
Schmidt says it wasn't a dangerous situation.
Yes, you saw that somebody sent me from God.
God told him to come here.
There wasn't somebody being threatened.
Like I said, the fathers have him confronted.
There wasn't any immediate danger.
He's getting confrontational.
It didn't escalate until the verbal altercation took place, at which time it was immediately dispatched.
That was 24 minutes later.
So the dispatcher knew what was going on, but the deputies in the field had no idea.
That's correct, because they haven't been given that information over the radio yet.
Especially after what happened in Newtown, how come I don't understand what was happening.
The dispatcher and his supervisor were disciplined.
The dispatcher should have been a little bit more timely in dispatching the call. They also have been reprimanded for that,
What does that mean?
written reprimand.
I'm concerned for my safety and my kids' safety. Like, is it next time we call the police, is it going to take them that long?
And what do you have to say to parents who worry the next time they have to call 911?
I would say let's listen to the other 2,000 calls and see what a great job they did. I don't really think they have to worry about that.
Personnel records show the dispatcher in this case was also involved in an incident a week later. He waited 21 minutes before sending deputies to a fight. Both of those calls got him the written reprimand. Kelly and Michael, deputies eventually did arrest the man who was trying to get into the daycare center. He was taken to a mental health facility. The head of dispatch, who we heard from just a minute ago, said they're using it as a learning experience.
Dan, thank you for the insights over the past 2 nights.
Absolutely.
Now your live fight.